Republicans, as the party looks ahead to 2024, they've got some big decisions to make. Like, should they move on from former President Donald Trump?
Hey, and the reason why I'm playing this video isn't to start a political topic, subject, or even discussion. I'm not talking about the specific politics at play. I'm just going to point out the overall social effect that disagreeing with somebody has.
John Henry talked with some GOP leaders over the last few hours. I'm curious about what they said.
Well, for the people I talked to tonight, it's been 3 days of a lot.
Oh, yeah, I live in Virginia, by the way. That's why I'm talking about it also.
Reflection and questions as to what role former President Donald Trump should have in the Republican Party going forward. The GOP expected to win more seats during the midterms. When they didn't, Republicans started asking questions. Was President Donald Trump to blame?
I could not support him.
Virginia Lieutenant Governor and Republican Winsome Sears said she felt he could be a liability in 2024.
It's time to step off the stage, and the voters have given us that very clear message.
That statement created its own firestorm. Trump went after Governor Glenn Youngkin, saying his last name sounded Chinese.
And in order to be fair, that woman you just heard speak is a part of the GOP in Virginia. So I'm going to let the opposing opinion play as well.
Added Virginia Republicans critical of another Trump presidential run like Sears may hurt themselves in the future.
She needs to keep her mouth shut. All
right, so basically it's two opinions in the Republican GOP party in Virginia, okay? Trump should be more visible. Trump shouldn't be more visible. That's a basic opinion. It's just like asking which one is your favorite Strawburst candy? Which one is your favorite color Skittle? Which pack of instant oatmeal is your favorite? Which pack of ramen noodles are your favorite? We're not going to engage in physical altercations. We're not going to engage in violent responses over that. But the simple question of, do you think Trump should be more visible or not, is actually tearing apart the GOP party in Virginia. And I'm not a part of the GOP. I'm not a part of the Democratic Party. I'm not part of any political establishment. I'm not involved in anything. So I'm just speaking generally because that's just the party that just so happens to be a part of this news headline. Yes, it's crazy. The entire party is splitting. You got one side that believes Trump should be more visible, meaning Trump should be basically leading the way for the Republicans in America. And you got another side that says, hey, we tried Trump out. We're not saying get rid of him. We're just saying simply let's have a multitude of leaders. Why do we have to have just Trump leading us? Why can't we just have multiple leaders, multiple people with ideas? And because those two different opinions have been established, people are going to have to start getting security because they're going to be fearful that the people who believe, the people on the other side of the opinion, the people who believe the opposite of what you believe might try to hurt you now. So yeah, man, this is what's going on in Virginia. You're not allowed to have your own opinion in politics if you don't know. It's all about groupthink. Either you're going to be a part of groupthink or you're not. And it's a shame that you can't even express a basic opinion. You understand what I'm saying? It's a shame that people have to actually feel threatened when you express an opinion, but that's the beauty of politics. It keeps people brainwashed. As long as people it's like people have a headline mentality. Remember when critical race theory was the big deal? It was all in the news. Parents were beating up teachers at PTA meetings. Parents were trying to get more involved in what their children were actually learning at school. For the first time, parents got involved in their child's curriculum. That's not in the news no more, and nobody cares about it anymore. And the PTA meetings, guess what, are empty. My pops is a teacher, so I've seen the trend, the bandwagon effect. PTA meetings full. When it was in the news and the headlines, a couple months, it died out, back to normal. And that's the mentality that they want us to have. They want us to have a headline mentality. They don't want us to think for ourselves. They want us to pick a side just like a football game. And that way they can generate advertisement revenue and donations from us for the politicians. The news networks win, the politicians win, and we lose because instead of expecting our politicians to actually give us useful legislation, we're content rooting for our favorite team like we're in the gladiator days, like we're rooting for our favorite gladiator. Peace.